Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand. I'm your host, Shan Coughlin, here with Mr. Patrick Wilkinson.
Glad to be here.
Black Bear. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, yeah. Back again.
Back again. So we have an update, folks. If you haven't been listening to the Black Bear course updates, go back in the archives at thegolfdirector.com, or you can click on their feature page, because Black Bear, come fall golf, is going to have brand new greens.
That's right. We're going to be up and running. They're going to be better than ever, and
right.
We look forward to it.
Yeah, so I went out there after our interview last month, took some pictures. We've got those up, and wanted to just see how that process works. That was interesting. I got to see the tearing up.
The tearing up
of the just the top, of
right.
the greens. I didn't get out there to see the sprigging. I hear that's pretty exciting. But y'all have torn away, resprigged, watered, done everything you need to do, and now they're growing in.
They're growing in right now. They got off to a little rough start with the weather as far as this hot, and we had a hard time keeping enough water on it. But
right.
We've got all that accomplished, and now they're growing. Now you can look at the green. You can see green grass across the top instead of sand. So it looks like we're going to make the first cut with the mower next week sometime, and then we'll have to aerify one more time, and then once that grows in and heals, we should be pretty good. And we're looking maybe around the 15th, 20th of August getting up and going.
Well, I'll tell you, I forgot how beautiful it was driving in there. I mean, it reminds me of some of those courses down in the Low Country when you drive in that y'all's driveway. It's
with
so
the
pretty.
fence and everything, and there's no home
trees.
sites, and it's neat out there. There's just nothing around us. We get out and we can look up and see the bald eagles fly around. It's just out in the country and Mother Nature at its finest.
Well, and you say out in the country, but let's be fair. I mean, it's 10 miles off the waterway. It only took me about 15 minutes
it doesn't
to
take
get
long
there.
to get there.
It's nothing, and so everyone who gets there is like, it's so far. Well, it's like you brought up. There's just no stoplight, so
There's no
it seems
stoplight.
so
That's
far.
right. It just seems like it just takes you forever to get out there because you're looking the anticipation, and it's like going on a trip. It's a lot longer to get to that destination than it is to turn around, and it doesn't take not near as long coming home. But we fight that issue. But yeah, we're just in an undeveloped part of Highway 9 that just lends itself to some great golf out there.
Well, I can't wait to get out there and play on these new greens. When are they going to be ready?
Like August 15th, maybe the 20th.
Right.
It all depends on the weather. Finally got some rain.
Yes.
We've been through somewhat of a drought here and irrigation issues, but now that we got plenty of water, I think maybe August 20th should be a good day to look at the opening.
Now, are y'all still playing golf out there on temporary greens?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I have temporary greens out there. My members are playing there, some locals. Some people that just really not just really interested in worry about the greens. They just want to come up and help support the club or know that they can get around in a couple hours and play golf. Because
How nice
it's
is
really
that?
But the greens are about the size of this desk here. They're not very big at all. So it's challenging. And one of the biggest comments we have is we never moved the 150-yard markers. We had the 150-yard markers in the middle of the fairway, the white post. Well, all the greens are 20 to 25 yards in front of the old greens, so nobody has any idea how far to hit it. So that's been a challenge. Just sort of go back to old school with no GPS, no yardage markers. You sort of get a feel, eyeball it, and go. So that's been unique in that. But for the most part, yeah, we've had some play. We're not a lot, but anywhere from 25 to 30 players a day that have come out, members, and they'll come out and hang out and eat and everything. So we're up and running still. We just the green's a little slower, a little smaller. Bunkers don't come into play, so it's good.
I was going to say, if they're 20 yards shorter, for most people who play here at the beach and aren't used to sea level, that means they might actually hit the greens.
They could hit it. That's correct.
Yes, because so many people come up short. We had that conversation not too long ago, and it's true. I asked one of the pros, I said, what's the one thing you would tell people coming here that they might not get somewhere else? And he said that we're at sea level. Do not forget, if you're used to hitting it at any elevation, it's not you, it's not your clubs, unless you just want to buy a new set, which we completely promote, buy a new set of clubs in the pro shop. But, we're at sea level. So I'm going to ask you the same question. Let's talk a little just general golf.
Okay.
If someone is coming here on a golf vacation and never been here before, because I can tell you we're getting a significant amount of inquiries from people who say they've never been here before, which blows my mind because, we tend to think everyone's been here.
Everybody's been here. They've heard about us. They've been here, played.
Not the case. We're learning. But what would you tell them is one of the keys to a successful golf trip here in Myrtle Beach?
I would really think that plan it out. Look, do you want to drive? Do you not? And the type of courses that you want to play, and realize that that certain times of the year your tee times are going to be better than others. And if you're a wintertime golfer, be prepared that if you want an early morning tee time, that frost delays are going to come through.
Right.
And that's one of the bigger problems we've had with a lot of people is that, hey, I want an 8 o'clock tee time in January. Well, we all know that we're not going to be able to go till about 9 on most days.
Right.
So then, or if you want a 10 o'clock tee time, well, all of a sudden your tee time now is backed up to 12.
Right.
Because of it. But that's one thing, especially in that time of year. But sort of pick the courses, do some history, look and see what type of courses you want, because we have a wide variety. We have courses that know homes like mine. You have other courses that are right in the middle of housing developments. And then the skill level where you want to go and what to go. But I think if you do a little bit of research, then you can plan your way around. And if nothing else, ask the golf director.
Absolutely.
Ask him, and he'll be glad to assist you in which way he can and give you insight, or call the golf courses and talk to us. We'll be glad to talk to you. Call and say, hey, ask us any questions. We'll be glad to answer them.
Isn't it funny now in the age of technology, everyone's afraid to pick up a phone?
They won't call.
No.
They will not call.
And, on the one hand, we want to give them all the information on the website you can, but there's just some things you can't convey in text or pictures or even videos, and so many people don't have videos yet on their website, so you can't really do that. So, folks, pick up the phone, give the golf courses a call, and they'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, we love to talk with you, and we get a few questions every now and then, but and just generally they say, hey, what do you like? Well, what are you looking for? Maybe we can help you, or is it lady friendly? Is it kid friendly? Is it tough? Is it easy?
Right.
Because everybody has their own characteristics at each golf course, so it's just pick the phone up and make a call.
All right, last non Black Bear topic, because this has been hot and it even came out as a supplement in the PGA magazine this time. How do you feel about that additional set of forward tees? Lots of courses are adding them in.
A lot of them are adding in. I just think it tries to help promote the game a little bit and make it easier. We've gone away with our scorecards where we don't say like ladies' tees or anything.
Right.
We just put tees down,
and
we have it sloped for the men and the women, so they can play from wherever. And I know I've got 60-year-old, 70-year-old men that are playing up from the red tees just because they can enjoy the game a little bit better. So the extra set of tees, I don't have an issue with that. It's just they're not on the course that we have already, like Black Bear. We're not going out and build a new set of tees. We're just going to find a level spot and put a new set of tees out there for everybody. But
what's your shortest yardage right now? What are your forward tees?
The forward tees are 4,700, I believe.
Okay,
right,
so that's about the shortest I've heard. But the groups that are advocating this are really starting to think about or promote golf courses thinking about a 4,000,
right,
or maybe a 4,200. That would bring some different shots into play.
That would definitely work on us a little bit. Because you're really up there. But there again, if they're not very good or they're getting up in age where they don't hit the ball long,
exactly.
it works out well for them.
Absolutely. I think it just helps prolong the amount of years people can play. But I also think it helps juniors feel more involved because they actually have
their own tee box.
Their own tee box. And they're on the scorecard. And a lot of people are using those. I know the First Tee has done a lot with going out and helping courses put in, a junior tee. But like you said, they're really out in the fairway somewhere, kind of marked.
Right.
This way it would give them their own tee box. But I'm just so excited for that because I think it would be great. It's a heck of a lot more fun to shoot birdie and par.
Oh, yeah.
Than it is bogey and double bogey. And if they're rated, you can still compete.
That's right. You can still post your scores.
Right.
And, and when everybody comes to the beach to play, they don't say, well, I went to so-and-so and shot 100. They look and they go back and say, hey, I shot 78 at Black Bear. I might have shot 100 elsewhere.
Right.
But they go back and they brag about shooting because they want to shoot a good score. They don't, you have a few macho people that go out there and really want to gung-ho this and that. But for the most part, they go back and say, hey, I like Black Bear. I had my best round there or whatever. And that's what you want. They play these tees and win.
I tell you what, Archie Lemon said he wanted to put the red tees in the back. and put the blue tees up front just to see if people would play the red tees as much.
Right.
I said, I bet they won't. It's a mental. I bet they won't.
That's right, because they just always, the red tees are there, the gold tees, it's all standard. But yeah, that would be interesting to see what happened there.
I would love to see it. All right, well, let's tell folks what the best way for them to get information about Black Bear.
Well, you can call us, of course, at
Right.
our phone number, 843-756-0550, or on our website.
Playblackbeargolf.com.
That's correct. And you'll find all the information there, and we'll be glad to assist you in any way.
And you made a good point. You know, ask your golf director. Here at the Golf Director, Dave, I know he doesn't think we know, but he gets out and plays a lot of golf.
He does, and he's very knowledgeable of all the golf courses around.
Absolutely.
He's been around, so and he can answer any question that you have to ask.
Absolutely. But if you have a favorite golf director elsewhere, by all means, they have that information, and give them a call. You guys are part of the East Coast Golf Management
That's correct.
Program, which I think is the best package here on the beach, or one of them at least. It's called Play Golf Again, the PGA. They now have a 4-round, 5-round, and 6-round.
6-round this fall.
This
then for
fall.
the spring.
And the great thing about that is it gives you a gift card. So if you book 4 rounds on their courses, or the courses that participate, which Black Bear is one of them, you get a $100 gift card.
That's
5
great.
rounds, $150, and 6 rounds, $200.
$200.
So, folks, if you have 10 guys or gals or 5 couples, that's $2,000 you can spend on golf, beverages,
that's right.
food, merchandise.
Anything you want.
Oh, my
basically.
gosh. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. So definitely ask for that by name, the PGA, and put Black Bear on there, because they're going to have their brand new greens up and running. What do you think they're going to come out on this meter?
They'll be a little slow to start with,
Okay.
but by the time we get into September and October, they're going to be up around 10 to 11.
Okay.
They're going to be fast.
Now we're talking.
We're going to be rolling them.
All
But
right.
for the first part of September, we'll be kind of
Okay.
slow.
All right. Well, Patrick, thank you for coming in and giving us
Glad
the
to do it.
update. So when we hear from you again in August, we'll be looking at open time.
I hope so. I
We'll
hope
be
we're
open.
talking and saying, hey, we got golfers rolling around.
We're doing it. All right. Patrick, thank you so much. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. This edition of Tee It Up Grand Strand has been produced and broadcast by the Zeus Radio Network for thegolfdirector.com. When visiting us here, be sure to check out our featured golf course pages, including the one for Black Bear Golf, where you'll find up-to-date information about their course condition specials and so much more. And if you need help with your next golf vacation, give us a call at 844-GO-GOLF1. That's 844-464-6531. All of our programming is archived for listening and viewing on demand. So to catch up on a show you might have missed, go to thegolfdirector.com, click on the TGD Radio or TGD TV tab in the menu. And we're now available on over 1 billion devices through iTunes, Audio Realm, TuneIn, YouTube, Ustream, Roku, Blueberry, and on the Myrtle Beach Golf app. Be sure to download that today. Let's face it, folks, you can find us. This is Shan Coughlin, your host, and on behalf of Patrick Wilkinson from Black Bear, Jeff behind the glass producing us today, we thank you for tuning in. There's more TGD golf news and information coming up next, so don't go anywhere. Good job. Nice.